Go to Jordan Fabian, who's a Univision political editor. Jordan, good evening to you. You wrote a column on abcnews.com and also on univision.com arguing that tonight would be, in Long Island, it would be the perfect place to talk about an issue that has not yet come up at all in any of these debates, and that is immigration. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. Obviously, immigration is a very important issue for the Latino community, and it really has not been talked about during these debates. We still don't know where Republican Mitt Romney stands on a number of the specifics when it comes to immigration. He says he wants a permanent solution for DREAM Act eligible kids, but we don't really know what that means, and I think a town hall style debate would be the perfect place to flesh those kind of details out.
Well, and Jordan, you also talked about another issue that we haven't heard really anything about during these debates and even on the campaign trail, which is the home foreclosure issue. Obviously, a lot of these battleground states like Ohio, Nevada, really suffering there. Do you expect to hear it? And if not, what is this saying to the Latino community about that issue?
Well, the funny thing is, in the column that I wrote, I said it's kind of hard to expect to hear about it. It's a really unsexy issue. It's kind of boring compared to something like the 47% or Iran trying to get a nuclear bomb. But it's been a major cause of why the economy collapsed and why Latinos lost 2/3 of their household wealth during the recession. So I think obviously you want to hear the details on how President Obama plans to address home foreclosures and underwater mortgages, and what Governor Romney would do differently than President Obama. This is an area where both candidates really have struggled to explain how they would solve the problem, and it would be interesting to see if a voter maybe in the crowd who's experienced the problem themselves is going to ask them a question.
Jordan, you talked about immigration maybe coming up. Do you have a sense of where that ranks, say, versus the economy or national security or other issues in the Latino community?
I'll say one thing. It depends almost how you ask the question in a poll. If you ask Latino voters what's the most important issue to them personally, they'll often say it's the economy. But if you ask it saying what's the most important issue for the community, they'll often say immigration. It's an issue, number one, that really sort of conveys candidates and how they address the issue, whether they respect the Latino community. But it is also an important issue and a personal issue for many voters. So I think that now is the opportune time to really kind of bring that up. It's been far too long that it hasn't been addressed.
Jordan Fabian, the Univision political editor, thank you. We appreciate it.